my name is Jessie, and I have a couple different eating and cooking options for adaptive equipment for somebody that might find it helpful. So first, there's different types of silverware out there in case somebody struggles with holding regular silverware, especially if there's thinner handles. Sometimes it's hard for people to coordinate that as we kind of age and get different maybe joint issues in our fingers or wrists. So these just have like a built-up handle and have a little bit of ribbing on them, so it's a little bit easier to grip. This is a smaller spoon, but the whole set kind of comes with a bigger spoon as well. And so these aren't really too much weight to them, but they give a bigger handle in case somebody would need it. Another option that's out there is silverware that has a little bit of weight to them. It's not a lot, but just a little bit. And so a lot of them will come with the option of also being bendable. So if you can kind of see, it has a little twist in the middle. That kind of tells you that it's one of the bendable ones, because then you can kind of bend it towards the person so that they can eat without as much effort or as much movement. So let's say they have issues coordinating certain movements, whether that be like they live with tremors or some other difficulty with kind of bringing their hand to their mouth, then this can kind of decrease that distance that they have to go. Also, it goes both ways, so if somebody's left-handed, right-handed, that works. Sometimes if the weight is too much, then we can just there's foam tubing out there. It kind of looks like a pool noodle, but it just goes over either utensils that you already have, like regular utensils, a pen, a razor, or even like nail clippers. Kind of decrease the load you're putting through your thumb as you're clipping your nails. So those are just some different options for silverware that are out there. In terms of cutting food, sometimes a regular knife is just too painful, so there are rocker knives out there. So there's this one that just you use your whole hand and rock it back and forth to cut the food, or there's these little handheld ones that might be a little less in your face in case somebody just kind of wants to bring it as their utensil. And so same concept, you just rock it back and forth to cut the food up. So that's kind of more silverware. And then if somebody struggles with opening jars or cans, there's electric openers. So for example, this one is a jar opener, so it just kind of cinches around whatever jar size is within it, kind of underneath, and then it kind of opens it up for someone with the press of this button. Otherwise, there's electric can openers, or there's also different jar openers that look like a big old handle. I have pictures of those on my PowerPoint video, so if you want to watch that and kind of look through like more handheld options versus electrical options, then that's in there. So I hope you found that helpful. And then lastly, I have an oven puller. So this is pretty much just an extended handle to help someone kind of pull their oven rack out. So if you can kind of see, there's a little notch. So they kind of can hook the oven rack within here to kind of pull the oven rack out and grab the pan or food item out of the oven, and then put it back without having to reach down too far, hopefully, and maybe prevent a fall or just make it easier to kind of grab things without as much force, hopefully. So that's another option on the market in case somebody would find that helpful.